So you're a Ford guy and you're thinking about getting an off-road worthy Ford F-150. There are two obvious choices. Right here we have the brand new Ford F-150 FX4, and of course here is a brand new Ford SVT Raptor. The FX4 as configured, $52,000. The Raptor as configured, $53,000. So which one is the right one for you? That is coming up next on the Fast Lane Truck. Except for the front headlight clusters, the two trucks are pretty easy to tell apart. The FX4 has a bumper that has integrated fog lights. It also has a very small Ford logo. When you come over to the Raptor, you get this massive Ford logo. Plus you get a bumper that is missing the fog lights. Instead, there are big holes here so you can look at the massive tires and the suspension. To my mind, what really sets this Raptor apart from the FX4 are the wheels and, of course, the adjustable Fox suspension. Plus, there's a lot more underbody cladding. Let's face it, this is about as close to an all-out race truck, a Baja racer, that you can get from the showroom floor. The FX4 competes more with trucks like the Tundra TRD, the Titan Pro 4X, trucks that are slightly modified to make them a little bit more off-road worthy, but aren't completely modified to be all-out desert racers like the Raptor. Now you can get the FX4 in the full range of Ford F-150 engines, but if it were my money, this is the engine I'd get, the 3.5 liter V6, and that's because it puts out a stunning 420 pound-foot of torque and 365 horsepower. What makes it exceptional is that it gets a combined 17 mpg. And for the amount of torque and boost that it puts out, that is phenomenal in a half-ton truck. All right, I just want to thank Silterhar Motors and Jack himself, Jack Silterhar, for letting me borrow this FX4 to compare to the Raptor. And now that I'm driving the FX4, there is a substantial difference in the way that it handles and in the way that it approaches road feel. In the Raptor, you can really tell you've got those massive shocks. When you put on the gas or when you hit the brakes, there's a little bit of wallowing in the suspension. There's a little bit of dive and there's a little bit of squat. And that's something to be expected when you're running a truck with such off-road worthy Baja running gear. The towing capacity on the FX4 varies based on the configuration of the truck and of course based on the engine. You have to go to Ford's website to figure out how much it can tow, and good luck with that because we've always struggled with that. The Raptor, much simpler. It'll tow 8,000 pounds maximum. In a lot of ways, the Raptor is much more comfortable. That kind of soft sprung wallowy ride can be a lot of fun. It almost feels like a 1960s, 70 era American luxury car. This has a little bit more dampening. It feels like it's soaking up the bumps in a much more roadworthy, not off-road worthy way. And of course, the biggest difference is the EcoBoost engine. When I floor it, there's a little bit of turbo lag, but man, it gets out of its own way. While the V8 6.2 liter in the Raptor has a little bit more torque and a lot more horsepower, this truck feels a little bit more responsive and a little bit more lively. You can get a Ford Raptor in any engine size as long as it's the 6.2 liter V8, which puts out 411 horsepower and 434 pound-foot of torque. What is great about this engine is that it has that deep V8 burble, which you want in a pickup, unlike the FX4 with the EcoBoost, which has more of that V6 whirl. What's not so great about this truck is that it gets a combined 13 mpg compared to the 17 on the FX4. All right, so while the keys may be identical, they do have a very different and distinct engine note. Tommy, come with me. I'll do the FX4 first. Only one tailpipe. Listen to this. All right, now for the Raptor. Two tailpipes because you've got that crazy big V8. Here we go. Is that worth 4 mpg less than the FX4? I suppose it depends what you're looking for. To my ears, heck yeah. Just like the engine, you can get the Raptor in any bed length as long as it's the 5.5 foot bed, which of course this has. However, you can get the Raptor in two different configurations, Super Cab and Super Crew. We've got the Super Crew long wheelbase because I'm not a big fan of those clamshell doors. They're hard to get in and out of. The FX4 is much more configurable, just like any Ford F-150. You can get it in the 5.5 foot bed or the 6.5 foot bed. Plus, there's a variety of configurations, including the short wheelbase to the long wheelbase. You can have your FX4 in any variety you like, unlike the Raptor. On the inside, both trucks are basically identical. But, to my mind, there are several important differences. The most important of which is the fact that this truck says SVT and the other one says FX4. No, I'm kidding. Actually, this truck has a top speed, according to the speedometer, of 140, while the FX4 only 120, which both seems pretty crazy fast to me for a full-size pickup. But in the Raptor, you do get this auxiliary gauge cluster that you don't in the FX4, and you get these two off-road driving modes, which allows you to completely disable the Raptor's traction control and ABS, which I think is a unique among most, if not all, light-duty trucks. The other difference on the interior of these two trucks is that the Raptor has specific, and I think sportier seats that say Raptor on them. This has a nice combination of leather and cloth standard Ford F-150 seats. Of course, this truck does not have the little bit of red leather at the top of the steering wheel to let you know which way is forward because, well, that's another unique feature to the Raptor that you can only get when you sign up for the SVT package. Both trucks can also be had with a sticker package. We decided to omit the Raptor stickers on our Blue Flame Raptor because the color is so cool here. It looks very good, I think. So it really depends. Do you want the presence and the fuel economy of a Raptor, or do you want the usability and the functionality of an FX4? I think either way you can't go wrong. Both of these trucks emphasize different aspects of their personality, and it really depends on what aspect of your personality you want to match to this truck. We chose the Raptor because, well, we think it's cooler. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Truck. Thanks for watching and see you next time where we'll have more fun with trucks. Ciao!